introduce the Member of Parliament from Sumche and our Honorable Minister for Education. When Honorable Minister was entering, I was so glad. With a round of applause, with a shouting, that is an echoing, a testament of what our Papa is in for. I just want to say that Daddy is in our midst. Amidst all other programs that are inviting him, he decided that he will have to deal with you. No matter what, today is your day, and you are privileged to have the Honorable Minister for Education, Dr. Yehavase Editu. Doc, you are privileged to have you here.
Who is also my brother. You know, I'm a member of that senior clan. And if you are a senior clan, you know something about the Cook. So, no doubt about that he's my brother. They also grew up together and share so many in common. So when I see Nana, it brings back memories of the good old days when we were young. Nana, thank you for accepting to chair this function. Madam President, Ashanti and Upper East, eminent clergy, Danahima Matrons, domestic leaders, Senior High School coordinator, and my dedicated guest, Charles, all other protocols duly observed. It's indeed an honor to be here this morning. My schedule has been worked on for me to be here. I had to cancel many other things. But you see, I couldn't exchange coming here for anything. So I'm here, and I'm very happy to be here. I've never received this kind of welcome anywhere. That you really appreciate my work, and I'm very happy to be with you. Madam President talked about a number of things that she wants to see done. You see, when you are appointed the Minister for Education, the President gives you some authority to make certain decisions. And I'm going to work with Ghana Education Service to ensure that it's not about a test. It's not about this. It's about making sure that in the same way we have the regional accountant. We'll have somebody from your work. It never used to be this way. There are many countries around the world that doesn't have what we have. So in case people come and confuse you and only point to the negative, remind yourselves that it never used to be this way. You see, politicians, we are our worst enemies. We are the ones who will come to you and tell you that during the last 7 to 8 years, nothing good has happened in Ghana. But we are the same people who approve the budgets for the implementation of the free senior high school. Instead of all of us taking credit for the fact that this country has taken giant strides and we are making improvement and that we are moving forward, we'll rather come and tell you that nothing good is happening and in fact the sky is falling. We'll come and tell you that the schools are collapsing and falling apart. When I was doing my vetting to become a minister, one member of parliament asked me, your government has done nothing in education infrastructure development. And then he went on to say, name one high school that your government has built. And I asked, do you want me to name just one? He said, just name one. And I said, Bursars Girls STEM High School. I just named one. for granted. Times sometimes get so difficult. We meet with you, we dialogue with you, you offer suggestions. Through your suggestions, we make headway. You are going to be forever remembered as part of what made the free senior high school possible. Your story will be linked with that of Ghana's story. 20 years from now, when we're talking about transformation, we are going to talk about a group of individuals who supported and made the free senior high school possible. And when you made the free senior high school possible, we were able to improve our gross tertiary enrollment ratio. And because we're able to grow our gross tertiary enrollment ratio, and we're able to raise more engineers and doctors, we're able to get to the point where Ghana had the critical mass and individuals who help change the country. That will be the story 20 years from now, and you will always be part of that story. But you know, and I know that we sometimes don't trust the politicians. And you don't, because of past experience. But I want you to know that because of that, I'll crave the indulgence of the chairman and all of you to do some quick evidence-based communication. Chief or say, me to run, no matter. If you make a politician or near American metro, now we are, no one said, politicians be different. Now let's go. For some girls, now we can say, they catch themselves on any. For some girls, a senior high school. I made from some girls made from her. Did you made from work? I said, someone tell you they don't want to come. So you see, you hear about a double track. And we want to eliminate double track, not because it doesn't give us better outcomes, but because nations are working too hard. So even though I know that we always advise that you can take a break and hand over to your assistant, most of you want to take a break. So you get a bit tired. So what we are doing as a government is that we are building more schools, but we also know that when you build more schools, when they are new, parents still want to go to the existing schools. So in order to ensure that these new schools become better and develop faster, we are doing what is called school affiliation. So some girls, for example, is affiliated with Wesley Girls in Campus. They are being mentored by Mrs. Jokoto, the former head mistress of Wesley Girls. In fact, some of them visited Wesley Girls, the students, to live there for a few days to see the environment so that we can create a similar environment here. Some of them also went to St. Louis, I'm told, to look at the best practices there. And there's another school. It also happened to be one of the schools in our constituency. That school is also affiliated with Opokuwa. And I'm so grateful to the president of Charles, Reverend Secretary, for giving the opportunity to Osomkin STEM High School to visit Opokuwa. Opokuwa, head of department, also visit the school to train the teachers there. In about 5 years' time, you're going to have another Opokuwa in Ashanti, and that will be Osomkin STEM. So this is how we want to change schools. I don't understand why Jacek Kamso should be 54 years and is not performing just like Opokuwa. 54 years, but the performance is not the same level as Okuba. So what we are doing is this. We are supporting schools that are not up here, that are down here, to move up through school affiliation programs. So in the next few years, parents will opt for STEM schools and reduce the pressure on the traditional schools. I was part of Vice President Bamiya's campaign, went to Dominic Rabignan. I saw a young lady there and I said, she's very young, I knew she was at junior high school. And said, where would you want to go? I asked her, she's junior, I said, where would you want to go for high school? She said, I want to go to a STEM school. STEM school. 10 years ago, did you know about STEM? Today, STEM has come to stay. We are charting a new course. So, when we are able to do high-performing schools, then it is possible to reduce the pressure on the existing schools. So that is one approach. Another approach is to give the schools more facilities so that they can eliminate double track. So Opokuare, for example, the charge president is determined to eliminate double track. So he has requested for one dormitory block. He said he had enough classroom blocks. If he gets another dormitory block, we will eliminate double track for Okuba. Tamale is no longer a double track school because they've gotten enough facilities and they don't do double track anymore. So we have a plan to eliminate double track. In fact, 65% of all high schools are not double track. It's 35, and the upcoming academic year it will reduce to 30%. Our goal is in a progressive, systematic way, eliminate double track. So when people come to and say, oh, we'll stop double track immediately, let me tell you, if you stop double track next academic year, Premier College, Opokuare, all these top performing schools will have zero enrollment. There will be no Form 1 student there. There will be no Form 1 student because there will be no space for Form 1 students. So I want you to be patient. We know exactly how to run an education system and run it well so that it can change the course of history of your country. I am fortunate. I'm fortunate because I spent all my life in education. Taught high school in America. American government gave me money to build schools for them, which I did. It's uncommon for somebody like me who almost didn't go to high school to get the opportunity for high school education, go beyond that to go to American build schools for the white people. I have 200 workers that I paid every month. When NADBAM came to America and saw what I was doing, he asked me a very simple question. Will you consider coming back to Ghana to help me change the education system? And then I was reflecting. And first of all, I said to myself, this guy that